Wrestling, the podcast where you break down the biggest moments, hottest takes, and the wildest stories from the world of pro wrestling. Whether you're a diehard fan or just stepping into the squared circle, we're here to give you the real scoop on everything happening in the ring.
I'm your host, RJD, and we're about to take a ride through the latest and greatest in pro wrestling. Get ready for all our hot takes, deep dives, and all the wrestling you never knew you needed.
Don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe button and join What the Wrestling family so you never miss an episode. Now let's step into the ring.
You're listening to the What the Wrestling podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host.
Oh, you already know what time it is. AEW coming to you live out of the new year. AEW is upon us, and we are here to talk about it. So with that being said, hopefully everybody is enjoying the second day of the new year. Before we get into the updates, you already know, let's go. Yes, tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. I am under the weather still, so please forgive me, but at the end of the day, hit the goddamn like button. Follow What the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. After January 6th, we might, most likely, 99.9% are going back to audio format as well as video. So look out for that. That should be awesome. I know. But man, oh man, we had ourselves the AEW Dynamite show last night. And it was all right. Listen, I'm under the weather, so we're going to try and get through this as fast as possible. Oh, man. I'm going to try not to cough all up in the goddamn stream because Lord knows it's rough right now. It's rough. But what I will say is thank you for people rocking out. Hit the like button. Follow me, RJD. And we're going to keep bringing you the news, AEW, WWE, all things wrestling, and we're going to keep bringing you good content, good videos, and all the other sexy stuff that you come to the channel for. In 2025 is day 2. Don't let a day waste without getting some ish done. You already know. So with that being said, that's all for the updates. Look out for the live streams because they are coming. But AEW Dynamite. And all right, first things first, same old Dynamite, man. Same old Dynamite. It's not that the show is bad, but first thing I want to talk about is what is this Cope nonsense? Why is Adam Copeland Cope? It's like that commercial back in the day where he was like, yo, Cooper, and he had like a new car and Coop shut the window on him. I'm dating myself. It's a very old commercial. But I'm like, why couldn't he just say Adam Copeland? Why are we fucking with people's names? Like, why? No. I don't get it. It's like, There's no need for it. Why are we messing with people's names? For what? What is the reason that we are messing with people's names? I don't know. But apparently they saw fit to mess with the name, so here we are. It is what it is. Well, what are we going to do? So I'll try to mute my coughing if I know what's coming. But we're going to run through this quick. Adam Hangman Page versus Orange Cassidy. The Orange one takes the L here, getting hit with the buckshot lariat. After the match, Page continued to beat on him and Adam Page. Christopher Daniels came out to stop him, and he beat up on Christopher Daniels and then kicked him and walked out. You know, there's history there. Everybody being in the elite and all that. But at the end of the day, I like unhinged Hangman, who's sitting in the rocking chair with the whiskey, watching the house burn. Hangman was hot as hell, but it's like he's in purgatory. They don't know what to do with him. They don't want to beat him right now. So what are we doing here? What's next? What's coming? I don't know. But this seems to be the problem with Hangman, because they don't know exactly what the hell they're going to be doing with him. So until they get that squared up, this is where we are. So it is what it is. We got the Hurt Syndicate versus the Acclaimed, and the Acclaimed continues their losing ways. Lashley basically put Max Caster in the Hurt Lock and called it a day. He had to tap out, and Bowens just sat there and watched in disbelief, disgusted that his partner was being selfish. So the slow burn breakup of the Acclaimed is coming. Then we had Julia Hart versus Jamie Hayter. And the first thing I got to do is remember when Jamie Hayter was it and we all wanted her to win the goddamn title? And then she had to go away for a long time, and she has not been able to reclaim that former glory. It sucks, man. Not that they had a bad match. It's just, it sucks. Because Jamie Hayter was on fuego. Before she got hurt with the shoulder, she was putting on banger matches. She got over organically, and everybody was rocking out. But unfortunately, she got hurt, and now it's like she can't recapture that magic. And then she has to take the L from a returning Julia Hart, who spit the mist in her face. Good to see Julia Hart back. Glad she got a run. Now she's back, so we'll see what they have in store for these two. But they had a good match, and at the end, it was the mist. That was the end for Miss Jamie Hayter. Continental Champion, The Rainmaker, Kazuchika Okada, has a message for Kenny Omega. He said, "I proved that I'm the best tournament wrestler alive. Will Ospreay, little brother, nice try. Kenny. How many times do I have to beat you? So stay out of my business, bitch." Shout out to Okada, All In, Kenny Omega, Okada. Listen, they don't got to go kill themselves like they did in Okada 1 and Okada Omega 1 and 3. They killed themselves in all those matches. But, man, I can't wait for that. That's going to be on point. TBS champion and New Japan Strong Women's champion Mercedes Moné came out. She cut a promo talking about the Dome and how she be wrestling at the Dome versus Mina Shirakawa. I'll be coming for that Rev Pro Women's Championship. So apparently she is the female belt collector. Got it. And I ain't mad at it. In ring, she is one of the best wrestlers in the world on the women's side, in the ring. In the world. Period. So I ain't mad at it. We just got to get her to sink her teeth into some more stuff, and maybe we could tell a good story. I don't know. Maybe Willow beats her. Shout out to Willow. Where's Willow been? I haven't seen Willow in a little while. I miss me some Willow on my TV. Besides Statlander, Willow, them ladies, they will beat your ass. Both of them. So shout out to both of those ladies. But let's keep it pushing. 3-way for the number 1 spot. Casino. Doesn't matter. You all heard me sip my tea anyway. We had Swerve Strickland versus Roderick Strong versus the Switchblade. Jay White, guns up. So the end came when Swerve scored the Swerve stomp on Roderick Strong. Roddy dodged the house call. Swerve planted Jay White with a flatliner. Swerve walked to the barricade, pump kicked Jay White, but Ricochet was in the crowd and decked Swerve with a golden pair of scissors. Jay White blasted Roddy with the Blade Runner and picked up the victory. So Jay White will have the advantage. Swerve was busted wide open from Ricochet's scissors. Ricochet headbutted Swerve in a very bloody scene, and Swerve cracked Prince Nana with a steel chair back in the ring. Ricochet whacked Swerve in the head with the spirit gun, and the Undisputed Kingdom ran down to the ring to chase off Ricochet and come to the aid of Swerve. So, cool. All right, nothing wrong with that. They don't want to beat any of these guys, but it's like, I like the main event scene. So let's just keep it rolling. Let's see what they got. Let's see what stories they tell. And we'll see what's going on. Who is going to save AEW from Jon Moxley? We'll see. So we had AEW Women's World Champion Mariah May backstage. Mariah said, I was told not to say anything bad about the women's division. I was doing my job better than any other woman alive. I made it look easy. You don't even realize how good it was. I don't have epics. I am the epic. And now it's time for the greatest women's division to prove itself to me. I am the woman from hell. You can't touch me, but I love to see you try. Well, Mariah May, I like the promo, but the title reign has been lackluster, but it's been okay. Not going to say it's been garbage, but we got to see, what are we doing with the title? What stories are we telling? You're just beating a bunch of random people. You're beating place fillers until Toni Storm comes back. And then Toni Storm will evidently come back and get the title. And then Mariah May will move on to something else. So we'll see what happens there. But at the end of the day, Mariah May, we'll see. Because the women's division, there's so many women in this division who are so goddamn good. We just need to be able to showcase all of these ladies so we can see how good they really are. Jeff Jarrett wants to be AEW World Heavyweight Champion. He signed another contract, and he went through his whole life story. And basically, we had a swerve. No pun intended here. But he's not retiring. He wants one more ride, and he wants gold. So he's taking the biggest risk of his career. And hell yeah, I can fall flat on my face. Next week, there's a gauntlet match. Put my ass in it. January 1st, 2025. The last Outlaw New Year's resolution is I want to become AEW World Heavyweight Champion. I hope not. Hook issued a challenge for Christian Cage, and then there was a 2-on-1 squash match with Powerhouse killing two people. And, excuse me. Then we had footage playing from after MJF's win at World's End. And MJF, as always, cut himself a great promo talking to Jon Moxley about he doesn't have a problem with him, John, but no one is on the level as the devil. So he said, all I want is my championship, and I'm getting it come hell or high water. And come 2025, the devil gets his due part 2. So listen, we got Will Ospreay. I think he's getting the title this year. We got MJF. Is he getting back in the mix? We got the Hangman. What's going on with that? We got a lot of people in the main event scene now. So I ain't mad at it. Let's go. Let's keep this thing rolling, baby. Now, trios match. Death Riders versus Rated FTR. The Rated R superstar, Cope. I don't know. I can't get jiggy with Cope. What was wrong with Adam Copeland? I'm just saying. They had themselves a good old match, but at the end, we're gonna fast forward to the end here. Crash charged at Mox for a tope, but Claudio countered it with a European uppercut. Max had Cope. Mox had Cope on the ropes. on the announcers table, back in the ring, Jay White blasted Wheeler Yuta with the Blade Runner, getting revenge on him. Cope backdrop Mox onto the desk. Cope speared Mox off the desk through a barricade. FTR nailed Yuta with the Shatter Machine, and Cope speared Wheeler Yuta for the win. Jay White's got a message of revenge on Wheeler Yuta and tilted the scales in the favor of rated FTR, said Excalibur, and that was that. But at the end of the day, it's not going to be Mr. Adam Cope, who gets the title. But I'm pretty sure these two are going to have a kick-ass match. He had to get it. He had to get a win here. I'm sure Moxley will get his comeuppance and he will get his win back eventually. Edge will win the battle, but not win the war. And I'm thinking it's Darby. I'm thinking they're setting up Darby for the eventual big win. That is my prediction for the AEW World Heavyweight title. We got to see how it goes. We got to see how it progresses. But that's what I think. I think it's straight. I think it's straight Darby. But we got to see what happens. And that is all I got for you today. So, with that being said, I know I'm crazy under the weather. Y'all guys been rocking with me. I've been putting up the shorts. I've been putting up stuff. You guys have been watching my stuff. And I greatly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. Jesus Christ. At the end of the day, I'm a wrestling fan. I love wrestling. I want to sit up here. I want to talk about it. I want to chop it up. I want to progress the channel. I want to get some merch, which I'm working on right now. Hell yeah. So with that being said, we're going to keep the ball rolling. I'm out of here. Thank you guys so much for rocking with me. Like I said, whether it's 5 subscribers, 56 where I'm at now, or 506 or 500,006, I appreciate each and every one of you. Much love, much respect. But as for me, I'm out of here. So catch me on Saturday. There will be no video tomorrow, but Saturday there will be a video up of Collision and SmackDown, and we'll get through other wrestling news as well for the week. As for me, I am out. Be safe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.